As we said earlier on, the market closed slightly down on Friday. The banks in particular shed some interest, but we saw, for instance, food manufacturers doing particularly well, gaining, and some companies like Ashaka Cement also gaining, although the building materials sector not doing particularly well. What's the picture today?
Well, the picture is slightly different in terms of 5 banks gaining today. We have GT, Zenith, Sterling Bank, AfriBank, and we had 5 banks gaining today. And overall, the market closed down marginally today, as we see. There were mixed results from the different sectors, and we had from the food and beverage sector, we had Cadbury gaining, Dangote Flour losing. So it's a very mixed results, which managed to pull the all-share index down today.
All right, obviously the banks are influenced by a variety of variables, but the most prominent one being the ongoing banking reforms and measures to set up an asset management company, but also the CBN indicating that it's going to be changing the status of primary mortgage institutions and upping the funding to 5 billion naira. Has that had any impact on financial services stock, particularly those who are mortgage lenders?
Well, not directly, so I wouldn't say that it's had any impact today. It's all part of the reforms by the CBN government to strengthen the financial sector of Nigeria, and most of these news, so to speak, are expected in a way. So the market has actually factored a lot of shock news into the system, and this has not in any way affected the performance of financial stocks.
Okay, talk to us about AfriBank, who released their results.
Okay, well, AfriBank released the 2009 financial year ended results on Friday. Today they also released the Q1 results, and the bank, as expected, they made a loss for the financial year end, but Q1 results are actually back in a profit of 1.99 billion, pre-tax profit 1.99 billion, which, going by expectations, is well, going by what we expected. That's actually going around the range of what we expected. AfriBank has, over the years, after the consolidation, been in a way slow to catch up on all the happenings in the market. But right now we're seeing, from what we heard from the managing director in terms of growth and repositioning themselves, we're seeing a lot of strategic impetus from AfriBank. We have a 2-year plan from the managing director, which, from the buzzwords that I see in there, is looking at from its growth phase, which they're currently on, and also consolidating on it, making them a more desirable bride for investors coming in.
Absolutely, and I'm sure shareholders are relieved to hear that they've been able to recover at least 53 billion naira from non-performing loans. AfriBank. Moving on, elections 2011, and people are wondering whether the Nigerian president will be a candidate. He said something about his position and his candidacy, but was he clear?
From what I gather, what he said is not going to declare anything as of present. He's going to focus on the items he's listed as part of his reform processes, which is fighting corruption, building infrastructure. So he said he's not really going to go into whether he's going to contest for 2011 elections or not. I think it's a wait-and-see game for Nigeria in terms of whether he contests or not. But basically, the stock market will factor any election year into the fluctuations. Every fluctuation will be factored into the performance of the stock market next year when the elections actually happen. So, in terms of good luck contesting or not, it is a wait-and-see game.